What's up? Welcome to the Big Agent Meeting for Friday, May 8th. I am Alyssa Specht. I'm going to be hanging out with you today while Russ is on the road. And my friends, it has been a pretty eventful few weeks in the real estate world. So here at BAM, we stay committed to two things for you. Number one, keeping you informed about what's happening across the industry. And number two, helping you build the skills that top agents are using right now to stay ahead of the curve. So today we have a pretty packed session for you. We have got CEO Leah Pareja's real estate success stories. Then we have Agent Advantage featuring EXP Solutions partner Utility Connect. And then we're going to mosey on over to our Brokerage Brief with Holly Mabery. And of course, we're always going to have your EXP University Spotlight. So guys, let's get right into it. Here's Leo and Mario.
Where did you find a niche? Like, walk me through the first 24 months in real estate. Because again, I think most people don't appreciate that that's where the largest failure happens, right? 66% of people don't get out of year one. And then to year five, it's 90% don't make it.
Correct. No, I agree. So, I mean, my biggest, it was SOI, sphere of influence. Everybody I knew, everybody I work with, like my mindset changed to, hey, if I talk to this person, I build a relationship and I'm able to convert them, they're going to become buyers. But we also treated on, they also become family, friends, people that we're helping, right?
So you take Bold and Ignite, you put everyone you've ever contacted in. Did you use a CRM? Did you go Excel? What did you do?
Oh, we used Excel and a notebook paper. Back in the day, it was completely different. So Excel, a notebook paper, and that was it. And I would carry it, and I would make that list, and I would put, like, you stereotype people. You look, and it's like, how long have they been at this job? If it's 2 years or more, they need to be buying. If they're renting, they need to be buying. And I'm going to be the person that's going to educate them and tell them, hey, it's time to buy.
So anyone you exchange with, you said, hey, by the way, I got my license. Tell me exactly how you built that moment quickly.
I was really vocal with it. Everybody and anybody, I would tell, hey, I'm a real estate agent. I'm here to help you buy. And I leaned so much on the buy side because that's everything that we were doing. Everybody I knew, hey, if I can get them out there, I can get them to buy. Like, I knew I could convert that. I just needed to put that seed in their mind and tell them it was possible, because where I come from, a lot of people don't believe in home ownership, that it's possible and capable for them to do it, but they just need to be educated. Once you educate them and you let them know, hey, these are the requirements that a lot of us do have, from there, that opportunity starts opening up, and it is possible. So I started a lot with the people I work with, because I also made it a goal. Hey, I want to know it. I want everybody to know that I'm only here temporarily. Like, I want them to see the beginning of my story. I want them to understand that I'm going to make this real estate happen, because a lot of people would think, hey, you're a real estate agent, it isn't going to work. I had family that told me the same thing, right? So from there, I'm like, I'm going to start with the people I know. And from there, I'm going to start knowing the people they know and continue growing it from there. Now, our first year, we did 7 closings and we did about 12 rentals. So that was another thing too. I saw at the brokerage I was with, nobody was doing rentals. So I was like, why not? I'll do these rentals for a little bit, and a year I'll convert them into buyers. And that's what really helped my second year take off, because the people I was putting into rentals started to become buyers. I think that was the nose that I needed to really take off on my business, and that definitely did help.
Have you built out a very specific rental program? I've interviewed a couple agents that make $400,000 or $500,000 a year in GCI just doing rentals. So I'm always curious if that became a solid pillar, or was it just like a stepping stone in your journey?
No, not necessarily. So stepping stone just to get me where I needed to. And also, I mean, to get people out of the situation they were in and educate them through the process on, hey, you can become a homeowner. Plus, I already knew what they were paying in rent. I already knew where they lived. Now my goal was to get them where they needed to be so they can buy a house.
And so from there, what did the world look like? Did you go full team right away? Did you perfect your process? Was it just you and your wife? Talk to me about that process.
From there, we moved to EXP in 2018. I love being a solo agent, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was my bread and butter. I like doing what I like doing at my own time, at my own pace. And I like the drive of trying to be the best and pushing to be the best, right? So my team was a transaction coordinator, a showing assistant, and then my wife. Then from there, a couple of years later, we brought on my brother, and it was just us. It was a team of 4 to 5 agents. We were grinding and going, right? So my highest year by myself was 92 transactions. And then from there, I was like, hey, this is good. We have the systems in place. We have everything that we need. And we were doing really well. Like, I really enjoyed it. And then we ended up meeting an individual that joined us at EXP. And the idea behind it came where, hey, we're seeing a lot of agents. At that point, we're at about 300 agents in our organization with EXP Realty. And we were seeing a lot of agents that were joining teams outside of EXP, but not getting the value that they should be getting on a team, or not getting anything at all, right? So I had a conversation with another leader in our organization. We had that conversation on, hey, we're already helping our agents, but not to the extent where we hold them more accountable, where we push them to their limits, where we really break through that wall and that ceiling, and they could build something sustainable and bigger, right? So then we had that conversation back in December of 2020 on, hey, let's come together, let's build a team, and let's take it from there. So then we changed it up, and when we started the team, I mean, we started with about 40, 50 agents, and it was amazing really seeing how agents can excel by joining a team. And I guess I had never seen that until I was a team leader, because where I come from, teams weren't the best, I guess, environment you could say, other than, hey, giving a percentage of my commission, but nothing in return. So we really wanted to change that. So we zoned in on the social media side, we zoned in on systems, we zoned in on holding them accountable and having them believe in themselves too, because I think that's the biggest battle too, is as an entrepreneur, as a self-employed, as a real estate agent, like you have to have that mindset on believing in yourself and knowing that if you continue doing the reps, if you continue doing the activities, the success is going to come. But yeah, so in 2020, we built our team. We brought on about 40 to 50 agents within 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. And we went full force. And from there, our first year, we did 153 transactions. We went to 258 the following year. So we personally lean more on the education and building an agent up. So that was our main focus, is getting them 20 plus deals, teaching them how to do it, teaching them the systems, and holding them accountable, right? So we went a little bit different. I think that was a learning process for us, because we never focused on the lead itself. We focused on our agents knowing how to fish and how to get the business and how to build a successful business and go from there. So it's nice as we started going into our education with EXP and plugging into team leaders and plugging into yourself, because from there our mindset changed on, hey, we can produce the same amount with less agents, but now we got to focus on per agent productivity. But at the beginning of ours, it was not that. It was teaching our agents the systems on how to be a successful solo agent within a team and excelling from there. Teaching them, hey, if you have a transaction coordinator, your business can work. If you're following these systems, your business can work. If you're really building relationships.
So where does it go from here? Talk me through what the future looks like, what the goals are.
So we've been thinking about it a lot, right? We've been talking to you about it a lot as well, and we've downsized the team. We were at 40 agents. I loved it itself. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of passion. It was a lot of ego in a sense too. On, hey, let's continue doing more units. Let's continue growing. But I'm in that season of family right now. My kiddos are growing. My oldest just turned 12. My baby girl is about to turn 11. My youngest is 3. I have 4 kids. My Andres is 7. So it's like I'm in that season right now of life where family time is the most important time for me, but also having those systems and being efficient. So we just started a 6-month trial that starts today, where every single agent on my team has committed to do 20 transactions in the next 6 months minimum, or that's it, right? So they have a sink or swim mentality right now, and I'm super excited because after this podcast is day 1 for us. So we're going into that full potential, going all out the next 6 months, seeing where we're at the end of September, early October, and then continue pushing from there. So if you ask me what the plan is right now, is to continue pushing, but being efficient with it, to really excelling on every single agent to their full potential, because 20 is just a breakthrough for them, and the goal after that is 30 and 40. But really going all in on being efficient with our time, implementing the systems, going into fast cap as well with the EXP Realty, and learning everything that taking advantage of the resource available for us and going all out the next 6 months. We're talking about 250 transactions within 6 months, which I have no fear and no doubt that we can do it and we will accomplish it. But the goal behind it is to do it with 18 agents versus 40 agents. And that's where we're going to come in. Myself as a team leader, I also have a team lead for our team, and my wife. We're going to go in there and hold them accountable.
Thank you for your contribution to everybody, and proud to be in business with you.
Same here, Leo. I'm honored to be back, honored to be in business with you. And man, this is incredible. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Mario. Guys, if you want to hear Mario's full story and everything that helped him become a top producing agent, make sure that you check out the full Real Estate Success Stories playlist right here on EXP's YouTube channel. Now, quick pro tip for you. We talk a lot about being a modern agent, and modern agents don't just sell houses anymore. They become a resource. And one of the fastest ways to deepen our client relationships is by consistently bringing value and consistently bringing solutions to the table. And that's why having the right partners matters so much. So, one of the best parts here, in my opinion, of being at EXP is having access to incredible partners through our solutions team. So, we're going to throw this thing over to Amelie from Utility Connect to see how they can help take the stress out of moving off your client's plate. Take it away.
Hey, agents. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into another Agent Advantage segment. My name is Amel, and today I actually have a kind of fun scenario to discuss with you. Last time we talked about the new Utility Connect dashboard features, and I hope that more and more of you have had a chance to check it out. But we understand that for newer agents, that might have been a big step. For a few agents, their first impression of Utility Connect actually starts a little something like this. So you get a call from your client and they say, "Hey, someone from Utility Connect reached out to me. What is this?" And immediately the panic sets in because if you didn't know that Utility Connect was reaching out to your clients, you're caught off guard and your client is expecting an answer. Don't worry. We are here to help with this situation. So from time to time, when this happens, we will then hear an agent say, like, "Oh, I didn't authorize this," or "I didn't sign up for this." And so I wanted to clarify exactly how Utility Connect gets activated. And it's good news because Utility Connect is not going to create an account on your behalf. EXP doesn't do this, and neither does SkySlope. There has to be an action taken, and you have to be able to provide your consent. And there's actually two ways that this can happen. So, first, you'll activate directly through our sign up page. So, you'll visit activatemypage.com and then you'll be able to enter your account details, your email, the contact information you want on there. And then you'll have the ability to integrate with SkySlope, or you'll be able to connect through SkySlope directly. But in both of these scenarios, a direct action has to be taken by the agent. And in many cases, this feature might be enabled during onboarding or while you're exploring different available integrations, or maybe even during transaction setup. And it is designed to be so easy that you can just set it once and forget about it. We've even seen transaction coordinators who accidentally turn it on while they're setting up your transaction. And then they're probably wondering what they do next. So don't worry, we understand. But I want you guys to know that there is no scenario where we're going to independently enroll an agent without an action being taken, without you being able to provide your consent. And when this integration is active, we automatically receive clients 2 weeks prior to their closing date. And it's really convenient because you know that this part of the process is already accounted for, and you're not having to manually submit these clients through your Utility Connect website. The integration system is going to automatically handle that once this has been enabled. And if you're unsure whether you've enrolled or if you want to turn it off, we can walk you through that process. So I just want to take a moment to thank the agents that reach out to us when this happens, because we can help you with that immediately. And you are always going to be in control of whether or not this integration is active. So now that you know what's going on, here's an easy way to respond if a client asks why Utility Connect is reaching out to them. You can let them know that Utility Connect is part of the move in process that I provide as we approach closing. They help coordinate setting up home services and making sure that you have all your utility information so that you don't have to waste time calling multiple providers. It's completely free and optional. You can keep it short, sweet, professional, and this keeps you in control. And remember, we're always going to send you a text and an email whenever we receive your client details. So if you haven't had a chance to let them know about it, you get that nice little reminder. And if you ever need verbiage or email templates, text message templates, or flyers, let us know because we have that available for you. You don't have to create it from scratch. And we are more than happy to share it with you. So just reach out to us because we're dedicated to your success. Our goal is to remove friction from the process because we know this is one of the most stressful parts of the move. We have full length classes about all of the benefits of utilizing Utility Connect. We're actually available twice a week in the EXP world. And you can always take a screenshot of this page here. That way you can see all of our contact information and the different pathways that you can get in touch with us. The last thing that we want is for you to feel caught off guard or unsure of whether or not you can manage this integration or how it works. So when a client asks about Utility Connect, that should feel like a confident conversation, and we're here to help guarantee that. I am looking forward to the success that all of you will have, especially as you take advantage of Utility Connect's free home concierge service. And don't worry, because we also will pay you back anytime we directly connect home services for your clients. So, super excited to talk to you guys about that and all the other benefits that are involved. So, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team and we'll show you how everything works. And you got this. So, super excited for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. If you're ready to level up your client experience, the link is waiting for you in the description below. All right, though, next up, we are getting into the need to know information for your business. And honestly, we love having leadership that actually is in the trenches with the agents, with us, in helping navigate this market in real time. So let's toss this over to Holly Mabery with this week's Brokerage Brief.
I love getting to bring to you the latest and greatest. And I know deed fraud is not new. It's been around for a long time. But what is interesting when you start to look at what's been going on behind the scenes is exactly this. See, the numbers, they just came out from the National Association of Realtors. When we look at 2025, $275 million was lost. $275 million. And this is what's so crazy when you look at everything. How you and I communicate with our clients, how we protect them, how we're proactive in all aspects of our business helps protect $275 million. Because there's real people behind that. 12,386 victims. That's insane. You think of all the families that may have lost their life savings. This is where you and I as professionals, this is such a professionals market, but how we show up, how we gain confidence, and how we communicate with people make all the difference in the world. So I wanted to bring you these numbers as a reminder that when you and I go out and we take a listing, when we're picking up the phone and we're having those calls with people, we do more than just open doors. Everything you and I do is next level because people are entrusting us with their biggest asset. And this is what gets crazier. The amount of people looking to take advantage of that asset, it continues to grow. So as we go forward, let's break down a couple of different things that what we're seeing. Like seller impersonation, absolutely. People call, they pretend they're somebody. You know, I've had people pretend that they were, a relative. They were the ex-wife because the husband just died. All of those things. And this is what becomes so important. How you and I break down who those people are. Now, the other one that we see a lot of, and this is where title companies or closing companies are being involved, is that quick claim deed fraud, right? It's like, oh yeah, they quick claimed it to me. Now, many times this is making sure people don't have equity or maybe they don't have a large loan on the property. But this is where I want you to look around your senior communities, your communities where people have a lot of equity, which is almost everybody if they bought in or prior to COVID. We're looking at 50% equity gains. Reason I bring this up is that quick claim, it's really easy. Somebody can go in and have a quick claim, a notarization, and go down and file that deed. This becomes so important that you and I have a conversation with our sellers and we're pulling, hey, is there anything funny happening? Title pirates, sounds like a funny movie, like a knockoff. It's not. These used forged documentation to claim the complete ownership of the property. And this is where filing at the local county recorder or something could happen. So who's most impacted? Elderly. Yeah, they're not checking their deed. They're maybe not as tech savvy. They're not looking at county records. They often also have paid off mortgages. So if you're looking or you specialize in communities that have a lot of senior residents, and by senior residents, I'm thinking anybody over 55 right now. Yeah, I'm 52, but whatever. Those are folks that you want to check in on. Absentee owners, usually deed fraud has been most predominantly vacant land, but we are starting to see more rental properties pick up because notices that are sent to the house, maybe the tenants are ignoring. Recently deceased estates, and this has been something interesting. It's almost kind of like ambulance chasing. People are watching the newspaper, who has passed, all of those types of things. And properties with a probate or unclear, like who's got what, great. Folks are coming in and they're fraudulent. That's a lot of money that we lost. So just want to keep that in mind. The other folks who are most likely to be victims, military and overseas owners. So many of our military folks have bought homes, particularly around bases, because workforce housing is just not available. Okay, so as a result, they get deployed, they're serving overseas, and all of a sudden, they're not actually able to see those changes as quickly because everything's delayed with the mail, etc. So how do you and I protect people a little bit better? Verifying seller identity is huge, and there's a couple of different ways we can do this. First and foremost, can you get them on, can you meet them face to face? And if they're out of state, out of overseas, stuff like that, it gets harder. But this is where, hey, can you get them on a Zoom? If they're only willing to talk to you over WhatsApp or text, red flag number one. I want to see ID, and I want that emailed to us. Now, this is the thing I will say, AI is really, really good right now, like really, really good. So how are you taking those next steps? This is where that seller letter becomes super important for you to actually mail to the client at their property and just say, hey, I've been contacted. Do you really want to sell? If you can't go buy the property yourself, or the seller doesn't live locally. I want you to be really cautious on remote transactions, especially if the seller is demanding a particular title company, or even if they are wanting to do everything remote online notary. We've had people actually have fake AI, be up on the screen so they can do the remote online notary. Yeah, that's not going to fly. So you should be out at the property. You should be driving by. You should be checking it out. You definitely want to do that public record search, a title search. You want to make sure that you are looking at that ownership history. See if there's anything odd in that seller verification letter. One of my favorites. We actually had an agent in Las Vegas on a commercial property send out the seller verification letter. It kept them from listing a fraudulent property. Got in contact with the real seller. Real seller was like, yeah, I didn't contact you, but actually I do want to sell. So that worked out really great. I want you to be proactive. And then also check with the neighborhood. I love this because neighbors are nosy, especially when you and I are working. They see a sign go in the yard, all of that. And it's like, ooh, what's happening? So definitely talking to neighbors. If it's a vacant property, what do they know about it? What do they know about the sellers? All of that. And of course, escalation procedures. And this is where I love giving you more than just kind of talking at you and that sort of thing. I love tools in your toolbox. And so we've got the deed fraud protection toolbox. This toolkit is you can get right here on the the QR code. Just scan that. That'll take you to the website. What I love about this is how you can act quickly and escalate. If there's something that is just off, give your state broker a call. Reach out, have a conversation, and see what makes more sense. But really, the more you and I can be aware, hopefully we can protect our clients, because when 12,000 people, 12,000 families are taken advantage of, honestly, that's one too many. I hope this helps. The toolkit is being updated right now for you. And as always, we're going to bring you the good stuff and present it right here on BAM.
Holly, thank you. Thank you so much. You're always bringing the updates, the leadership that our agents need. Thank you so much. And now, my friends, our final stop today is your eXp University Spotlight. Man, we've had an amazing few weeks at eXp University. Just this week alone, we had 9 different programs running, including FastCap. We had Fast Attract. We had the brand new Open House Challenge, and there's more than that. And what I'll tell you right now is we're not slowing down. We are not slowing down. Let me give you a rundown of what we've got coming up, starting with, and shout out, attention, dual career agents, you're going to want to hear this. FastCap After Dark starts next week on May 13th, led by the amazing, the incredible Michelle Martin, alongside some other wonderful guest instructors. This is the proven FastCap experience but it's delivered live in an evening format so you can build momentum on your schedule, on your timeline. So if you are building your business outside the typical 9 to 5, this was built for you. This was built specifically for you. And quick announcement for our Canadians out there, for our friends in Canada, our very first Canadian-led fast cap cohort starts May 27th. We've got Phil Hahn, we've got Tara Frigg, and I'll make a quick note. This cohort is still open for everyone, and you can expect that we're going to bring the same value, we're going to bring the same accountability, but I am expecting our Canadian agents to absolutely show up and show out for this one. Make sure that you register using the link that is in the description. But my friends, we are not done yet. Then coming up on June 9th, we have Icon Lead Mastery. It's likes to leads with Instagram, taught by our very own VP of Training, Russ Legan. Now, this one was designed specifically for current and future Icon agents using real Instagram strategies that are working for agents right now. So you're getting playbooks, you're getting scripts, you're getting templates, you're getting AI prompts, you're getting tools. You're also going to get a 365-day Instagram content calendar. So if you want to turn your Instagram into an actual lead gen machine, you do not want to miss that one. So guys, the biggest takeaway from today, you don't have to navigate this shifting industry alone. You have the EXP community behind you. And we are committed to helping you stay informed, to stay equipped, and to stay ready to thrive in today's market. Guys, thank you for spending part of your Friday with us. Don't forget to scan the QR code on screen and let us know how we did and what you'd love to see on future big agent meetings. Up next is iConversations. See you next week.
Following the big agent meeting, serious agents are coming here. KGCI streams real-world real estate strategy 24 hours a day.
Lead generation, conversion, marketing that actually works.
Take it with you wherever you go. Download the always free Real Estate On Air mobile app for iPhone and Android. Available now.